In modern warfare, air defense systems are the key eyes of the military forces, due to their efficiency and protection capabilities against aerial threats. But the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war has authenticated the need for layers of defense, which contains multiple air defense systems, and they differ from each other based on their tasks. Ukrainian air defense systems, while facing a hard time against Russian drone strategy, meanwhile, Russia keeps launching aerial assault, often involving ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and long-range drones like Uran and Kamikaze. Overall, Ukrainian air defense systems are overwhelmed dealing with Russia's swarms of drones and decoy missiles, which forces Ukraine to counteract using high-cost Western missiles against non-lethal and harmless threats. Thus, Ukrainian most critical military infrastructure, command post, supply lines, logistics, and military equipment are disabled to escape from the Russian ballistic threats. Russia's layered air defense system has tremendously diverted the nature of warfare, often securing the critical infrastructures, military hub, and the supply lines, which enables the Russian forces to sustain their position while dealing with large assaults on the battlefield. Russia's air defense systems include S-400, which is used for long-range countermeasures to 400 kilometers. For medium-range aerial targets, the S-300 is always available, which can cover 300 kilometers with its interceptors. For short-range defense, Russia uses a variety of air defense systems, but mostly the Buk M3, which ranges 70 kilometers, and Pantsir S-1 air defense system, which can cover 20 kilometers by its interceptor missiles. With 30mm automatic cannon, the Pantsir S-1 can neutralize any targets within 3 to 4 kilometers. Furthermore, the most sophisticated air defense system, S-500, known as the anti-ballistic missile, is also in deployment but limited numbers. These limited numbers of the S-500 are deployed nearby most valuable assets like Crimea Bridge, Russia's capital, and other precious military assets. But all of a sudden, Russia has announced the acceleration of S-500 mass production. But one question remains: why Russia is now suddenly ramping up S-500 production regardless of well-protected layered air defense systems? Is it a signal for NATO, or Russia's current air defense systems are overwhelmed against Ukrainian drones warfare? Well, here is the answer. Surprisingly, the United States for the first time deployed its tactical nuclear weapons to British soil since 2008, according to multiple media outlets. The weapons, identified as B-61-12 thermonuclear gravity bombs, were flown into Royal Air Force Lakenheath, a US-operated base in Suffolk, eastern England, the UK Defence Journal reported on Sunday. The B-61-12 is a free-fall nuclear bomb designed to be dropped from aircraft and weighs approximately 320 kilograms. The delivery is believed to have originated from the US Air Force Nuclear Weapons Center in New Mexico and involved the C-17 military transport aircraft, reports said. The deployment of the US nuclear weapons to the UK may have triggered the Russian defensive measurements to be more aggressive, involving what's known as the world's most sophisticated air defense system, the S-500. Although the S-500 system entered service in 2021, it saw limited deployment in the ongoing war due to its limited numbers. Could it be that Western hypersonic missile development has sparked acceleration on Russia's S-500? Let's find out. Several Western nations are currently developing hypersonic missile systems with capabilities comparable to Russia's Oreshnik. The United States is advancing multiple projects, including the long-range hypersonic weapon, also known as Dark Eagle, a surface-to-surface boost glide weapon with a range of up to approximately 2,776 kilometers. The hypersonic air-breathing weapon concept, an air-launched cruise missile capable of speeds exceeding Mach 5, and the AGM-183A air-launched rapid response weapon, designed to reach speeds over Mach 7. France is developing the ASN-4G, a nuclear-armed air-launched hypersonic cruise missile expected to replace the ASMPA missile by 2035. Lockheed Martin is also working on the Mako hypersonic missile, intended for use with modern stealth fighters such as the F-35 and F-22. To counter these emerging hypersonic threats from Western nations, the S-500 system is designed to address a wide range of aerial threats, including stealth aircraft, intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, hypersonic missiles, and even low-orbit satellites. It offers a maximum operational range of 600 kilometers and an altitude capability of 200 kilometers, surpassing the capabilities of the S-300 and S-400 systems. The S-500 uses the 77N6N and 77N6N1 missiles, which support high-speed kinetic interception, including hypersonic targets. Another factor that concerned Russia to mass-produce the S-500 air defense system, which is the Crimea Bridge. There is still a significant threat for the Crimea Bridge, which was repeatedly targeted by the Ukrainian long-range drones. Although most of the assault were successfully neutralized, but some of them caused rigorous damage. Ukraine may conduct another largest precision strike using Western-supplied long-range missiles against the Crimea Bridge to dismantle Russia's supply lines, thus disrupt Russia's assault in Ukraine and knock them out. The Crimea Bridge serves as the backbone for the Russian military for logistics supply in the battlefield. Besides, Ukrainian recently intensified drone operations deep into Russian territories have tremendously forced Russia to rethink about its defense shield. With the most recent strikes at the Stavropol radio plant Signal on July 26th, which crippled key Russian electronics hubs. The facility is a vital supplier of military-grade systems, producing electronic warfare tools such as Smalta, Gardenia, and Topol-E, which are used to jam aircraft and ground communications. It also manufactures industrial electronics, from energy metering devices to anti-corrosion systems for pipelines and specialized oil industry equipment designed to prevent buildup and damage. The strike is expected to disrupt Russia's electronic warfare and industrial supply chain, delivering another blow to its defense capabilities.